Dobry wieczór. Bulak Karachain. Yoishtet. Kivanok. Good evening. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Alright, so Feliz Navidad. Alright. We covered all languages I can speak. Very badly. Feliz Navidad. Got a neck pain. Pain in my neck. This is a pain in the neck. Merry Christmas. So we're hosting a rapid tournament every Tuesday. It is Tuesday night. If I sit the right way, it may not hurt. This feels better. Alright. What's up? Asterbate is not here. Welcome everyone. We've only got 4 players so far. Pawnda's Christmas Holiday Arena. Let me send a message. Pawnda and Horses Club. Another message. Hurry. Alright, we have to be a member of the team. Message all members. Hurry. Hurry. Last call. You have to be a member. Pawnda team members. You can join our Pawnda team if you have 100 games or more. Blitz and Rapid here on lichess. Pawnda team. Tuesday. Tourney. Christmas version. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. And that's by me, the warrior. What the hell's going on here? Hello, hooray. And you are you. Anyway, yeah, I'm just weird. It's hot coffee making me sweat. I'm sweating. There's not enough players. All right, we need to find enough players. Pawn the Christmas Holiday Arena. 13 minutes to go. Zhu Chen. Every chess player likes attacking play. Almost every chess player. Except for that 2% that's exceedingly passive. Alright. It's very strange there's no Asterbate here. And Shaki entered the tournament. I don't know, we're missing Asterbate. Not a good sign. Christmas, I guess. Christmas is gonna get in the way of chess. We had a greeting in Russian or Ukrainian. It's hard to tell. Slavic languages. I put some Hungarian. Hooray, says Percy Hepworth. Alright, guys. Just 5 players so far. International Master, Sparkle Horse, Shaki, Ruslan Bear, Vina India, and Pirate. Pirate back after a while, a little break. Feliz Navidad. Chinese chess made the BBC News today. Interesting. There's also the new lichess news feed, which is pretty shaky. I don't really like that. I got coffee stain on my table. Get off my table. When I'm killing fruit flies, I normally end up spilling stuff on the desk, like water, coffee. What have you? Chinese chess, I've never attempted to play. Chinese checkers, I have played. With the marbles, Chinese checkers. But this is chess. What's up? lichess newsfeed? Whatever. Mr. Coffee's in the house. Alright. Song Prism. El Shakmat. Don't be shy, Mr. Coffee. Come on by. Guys, we still have 5 or 6 more days. 4 more days to go for the Christmas Glasses Throne donations. You've been outed. Christmas glasses thrown. We still have to get to 700 technically. Wendigo. The Wendigo sent me a message. Thank you, Wendy. I know. I love how the newsfeed tells you when Avitik Chessmood's blog on how to refute the Stafford Gambit is out. Like, what the fuck is up with that, dude? That's really sick. You know, like, because it wasn't already, like, enough advertising with the stupid blogs, but now they, like, mentioned the blogs in the newsfeed. I'm serious, dude. What is that? Is that guy, like, No Joke or whatever? Like, he's the one behind it? I mean, I just want to know who's responsible for that, because it's just, it's an aberration, you know? If you want to have a newsfeed, it has to be totally non-advertising, absolutely factual, preferably, like, you know, the source is, like, provided of the information. Jesus Christ, dude. I think it's got to be that No Joke guy. Whoever he is, like, I forget. I think he was a streamer at one point. But it's totally uncool. Yeah, I agree. It's absolutely a disgrace to lichess. Advertising those guys. Feliz Navidad. 76 bits from Stepvargan. You know, Stepvargan, oddly enough, I was thinking about you. Not in that way, but I was thinking of players who haven't been on the stream lately, and thinking of our games in the Stonewall lately, and I was wondering, where the heck has Stapvargan been? Has it been here? One of the many players who has been kind of a regular, who kind of disappeared, you know? Yeah, we need to rally and stop that, the takeover of blogs. There was another account that, like, inserted itself in the blogs called, like, you know, Women's Chess something. It's just... Carissa Yip made a GM norm by beating a bunch of 2200s. So that's really shaky, you know, like, whatever, dude. Congratulations on beating those unrated players and the 2200s. I mean, the World Senior is one thing. You have to have, like, a 2600 performance to get a GM norm in the World Senior. But the, like, North American under 2200 or the North American under 20 championship, I mean, it would be one thing if it was, like, legitimately a strong player, strong tournament. It was just a bunch of randoms. And that, like, top seed, like, gets a GM norm for winning this tournament with a bunch of randoms. I mean, sorry, man, but that's not a real GM norm. I think that Bullet guy, Andrew Tang, had one like that too. That's just disgusting. But whatever. Alright. Whoever wrote the blog wouldn't know the difference between a real GM norm and a fake GM norm. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Feliz Navidad. We're going to try to forget about lichess blogs and lichess updates and just focus on the good stuff here. Merry Christmas. Thanks for the donation, guys. If you donate bits, they get matched. If you donate over a certain amount, I think 300, there's a matching bit donation. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, how do I get my blog in the news update? I can't stop myself. I mean, they're so desperate for news updates that they're like, oh, let's mention the latest blogs. The Warrior, Cheers 76. Root 76. Where's Asterbait, though? He's disappeared. Alright, we got 8 players. 6 minutes to go. I did post a link up there. We're like 1,000 rated players getting a CM title for going 2 out of 2 in an African under 8 championship. There was a story about how, like, some 8-year-old girl got the top women's score in the European Rapid Championship or something, which is actually, like, kind of a cool story, but let's be a little more selective of what we put in the lichess news feed, okay? Yeah, I don't know, man. Lichess is it's powerful and it's unpredictable, and it's dangerous in that way. But it's still better than any other chess site in its powerful stupidity. At least it's not completely corrupted. Like most things in this world, the only thing anyone cares about is money. So, can you guys donate to support the stream? I mean, seriously, like, read the news, and the only thing anyone cares about is, like, global economy and shit, you know? It's like, that's not going to save the world. Global economic outlook. Sorry! I don't know why there's a sorry, but there's a sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Where is everybody? So we're back to streaming after a couple days off. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I can't find a comfortable position because I have this, like, I slept weird and I have some kind of, like, kink in my neck. I need a massage. The lichess blogs are the only journalists and sources I can trust anymore. I mean, I'll read the Associated Press, like, even Reuters, like, wants you to, like, subscribe, so fuck them. That leaves you with, like, Associated Press, maybe the BBC, for the most part, is okay. And, you know, I'd sooner, like, read Al Jazeera than, like, the CNN. No simul. This is a tournament. Oh, that's why he's sorry. So the warrior thought it was a simul, and he, like, signed up and then left because he realized it's a tournament, not a simul. That's all right. Oh man, this neck thing is brutal. Can somebody send me a virtual massage? It's weird. I, like, woke up fine, and then some point in the afternoon it just started. Sun Prism, Shockey, and Snapdragon. So the S players rated over 2,000 are in the tournament. Mr. Coffee is not in the tournament. Mr. Coffee, if I sit like this, it doesn't hurt. I'm just going to stay in this position. Well, it hurts, but just a little. I'm going to just stay glued in one position. Only 7 players. Gibatis, Mr. Coffee, Jim. Someone on sound is out there. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Man, it's just weird that Astrobait's not here. Must be some Christmas thing. We got another guinea pig, and he wants to, like, kill it. The first guinea pig is, like, really aggressive to the second guinea pig. It's a bad scene. Inner guinea pig violence. I think guinea pig 1 has too much testosterone, and he's like an alpha guinea pig. Second guinea pig is like passive female guinea pig. But there's just no call for, like, biting her ear off and stuff, you know? Why do you need to, like, prove you're, like, dominant against this, like, passive guinea pig, you know? It's not even, like, challenging your territory or anything. Most chess players are too aggressive. By the way, I was playing poker on Saturday night again. This woman and a guy too, who are both, like, way too aggressive. And I just keep thinking about it every week. The psychological aspect of aggression I should write a blog about it. Aggression versus passivity in chess. Which is worse? You know? Or gaming. Why are people, you know, so like messed up psychologically in their approach to aggression? It's really, really interesting. I see a lot of it in chess and poker, and it's really right up my alley because I was studying psychology. Okay, Stap Wargan, the Wolfman. I've been playing e4 lately. Step Wargan. So that's where the Worgen comes from. Warg. Okay. Vargan. In Hearthstone, there's this Worgen card. Did my chat freeze again? No, just nobody talking. Alright. It's alright, guys. It's okay. We have no players. I have no friends. I have no life. I'm streaming the day after Christmas. No one loves me. I have a crazy idea in the Nidorf. The Grinch. Don't think it works as well in the Dragon. I always wanted this line to be good. But it's just really not that great. Mr. Coffee. Move, don't think. Move first, think later. Inky, Blinky, and Pac-Man Ghosts. Wrote a book about move first, think later. Inky and Blinky and the Pac-Man Ghosts. Where is everybody? Pawnda's Christmas Holiday Arena. Come on, Christmas people. De Vita Lynch. This is variation attributed to the Latvian international master, Alvis Vitalinš. Or Vintalins. I don't know how you pronounce Latvian names correctly. Alvis and the Chipmunks. I would like to donate. How can I donate? Haha, I forgot to look at the clock. Didn't you get a notification? Did you not get a notification? You should know already. Queen A5. I have a bad feeling about this. But I do have knight b3 at some point. I'm just kind of worried about that bishop on g5. Yeah, I forgot it was Tuesday and that this tournament was a thing. And Stapvargan forgot about my stream altogether. But he's back. Donating 76 bits for some reason. Guys, don't forget. Okay, knight b3, get me out of here? No, he's got takes on b5. So now, well, it's good that I move my king in one way, but bad in another. Okay, bishop f6, bishop f6, bishop f6. Not that great. I'd really rather not give up my dark square bishop. Bishop d7 doesn't look that great. Knight b3 loses. Knight b3, bishop b5. It doesn't lose, actually, but it's not that good. Knight b3, bishop b5, knight a5, bishop e2, knight e2, knight e4, bishop e7. That doesn't look that good. Choices include, but not limited to, bishop takes f6. And I think I'm going to pass on that one as well, because bishop f6, bishop b5. So it looks like I really effectively have no choice, but I have to play bishop takes d7. There's just no other move. So you can take your choice of bishops. This variation has never worked well for me. You can't see the first rank. Now you tell me. Now you tell me. While I'm in the midst of the game. Why is that you can't see the first rank? The board's too big. Ah, I resized the board. Because I was playing off stream. I was off stream playing. Off stream. He's a juice box wizard. Alright. I was off stream playing. Austrian playing. Alright. That's still not perfect, but we'll do. Enjoy your day. Yeah, I looked at h3. Well, this is interesting. Opposite colored bishops. Yeah, I've got 2 minutes and 37 seconds. No advantage to speak of. Maybe I'm worse. Nice dragon. So Stepford has played the dragon before. I remember now. I'm not warmed up. I should have played a proper line. You, Nettie, welcome. You caught me off guard in the opening. I wasn't thinking about what to play against the dragon. So I went back to like my old like blitz repertoire. For years I would play this against the dragon just to get out of theory in fast games. I wouldn't play it in a slow game, but this doesn't really look like I got much here. Time is a wasting. There goes that bishop. It was going to get hunted down anyway. That was the hunted. Knight d5, queen e5. What are you thinking about here? You're thinking on this move. You only have 8 players? Come on. Nettie, welcome. Join the tournament. Astrobate, join the tournament now. Does anybody need to join our team to join the tournament? Join the tournament now. I command you. Maybe I have to refresh my page to see if new people joined. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't add, like, you know, dynamically to people. I have to actually refresh my page. I'm not a coder, but that is unfortunate. Coder loader. Queen e5. So if queen d5 happens, queen e5, queen h5, queen d8. Queen d8, 93. Why 93 though? Just get out of the way. Black is better here. You have a dark square bishop. I have no compensation for that dark square bishop. It's a monster piece. Extremely strong. Bishop on g7. It's worth 4 pawns. At least 3.5. I mean, it's worth 3.75 pawns. Possibly 4. I guess 3.75. I'll go for that. Very strong bishop. c3 is a stopgap, basically. Queen b6. Queen b6. Oh, yes, you got me. No. c3 anyway. I was thinking knight c4. We'll save that for later. Your queen gets in the way of your b pawn. c4. c4. I love that move, c4. You're not aware. Keenly aware of the dark square weaknesses of my position, the warrior suggested c4. He meant knight c4, obviously. Oof. And where are you going over there? Queen 7. Why retreat? Man. Now you're going to get checkmated on the h-file. As if that's ever going to happen with the bishop on g7. No, he got out of the way of his b-pawn to launch. Mr. Coffee, prepare the torpedo tubes. No. Just when you thought it was safe. He doesn't do it. Unbelievable. What? Very conservative. Very, very conservative approach here. Conservative or bad? Or both? Nothing wrong with putting pawns on white squares, I guess. Dark squares are bad enough. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? I don't like your rook in the line with my queen there. I like my queen in the line with this pawn. Hey, how about knight g4? Damn, I'm gonna run out of time. The safe dragon. My motto when I play the dragon is like safety first. I think it's the name primarily, you know. Everybody's like, oh, if I play the dragon, fire-breathing dragon. It's like, you have to be a really aggressive man. Hey, Pawnda. How to play against the dragon with no dark square bishop. Without enunciating properly. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Welcome from Lithuania. Playing a Latvian attack here. Alright, that's an interesting move. What are you trying to pull over there? Trying to pull a fast one. To be fair. Hello. Hello, why is your knight there? Check, check, check. Check on. Alright. Check, 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 check. Say cheese. What are you gonna play? Oof. Move your e-rook to c8. No? He didn't do it. He's preparing b4. Oh my god. I have knight f5? No. Maybe knight takes e6. Oof. Knight takes e6. Does this work? I hope it works. Probably not. Well, not threatening anything. Maybe it's a draw. Draw. Bling. Dragon Slayer. Speaking of dragons, Dragon Slayer 186 as well. Does this work? I doubt it. Rook F5. Knight F5. Gosh darn it. Alright, check. Wow. Rook H8 check. He gets away. He lost on time. What is this? Is this a draw? It is. That is a draw. So is my knight move even sound? Yeah. Huh. But I had better. It was the second best move. Knight G4 was winning, obviously. Not obvious, I'm just kidding. I don't know why Knight G4 was winning, but apparently it keeps you off of F6. Yeah, it makes sense. Damn it. Alright. I gotta win on time, though. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome back to my stream. We have 2 hours, 15 minutes to go. So if you'd like to join my team, our team, I should say it's our team, Pawnda Horses Club, please do join. We have 676 members. Send a message to the team. Message all members. 55 members out of 676, that's 8.1%, have unsubscribed from messages. And you know who you are. You know who you are. We've got a total of 12 players so far. Normally I have more. It's holidays, so I don't know what to expect here. I also didn't promote this tournament yesterday because I was off. Nimzo. Looks like a Nimzo. A good Nimzo for Sun Prism. Sun Prism. Pawnda, how are you? Good. Mr. Coffee's... Oh, Mr. Coffee's playing. Forced him to play. Astrobate. Astrobate Shocky. Oh no. Big chess player. It's funny, I noticed there's some people online who are like never online. It's on my friends list. Well, now they're gone. But anyway, it's funny, the stuff you see like at holidays, some people who never have time to play are playing. There are certain people. Damn, Esther, I didn't realize you had a queen there on D1. I was like, oh, where's your queen? You have a queen but no rook. What was that? Knight F3, Knight F6 here. Dude, you did Bishop E5 check and then back to E2 for no reason. Poor Asprey, what is that maneuver? Game over, bro. Please be nice in the chat. Please be nice in the chat. Come on. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. So Nettie versus Sun Prism. This is our top game. It's a Nimzo. It looks like classical Nimzo. No, it was a Leningrad. Bishop G5, C5, Knight F3. You're supposed to play D5 there. Pretty much like universally Nettie. If you're gonna play the bishop g5 Nimzo, you have to push when black plays c5 in most cases. Occasionally people will play this, but it's inferior. But maybe you'll get away with it. You know, it looks like actually not so bad. I'm not sure that black is playing correctly. But now you have a chance. It looks reasonable. If black doesn't get developed properly there, you know, I'm going to get in trouble. I am Pandaro. Pandaro. Alright. Pandaro from Germany. Coincidence? Jern Vlad. Thanks for joining us. Vine India. Astrobate. Warrior. I am Pandaro. Mr. Coffee, Pyra, Ruslan, Shaki, Sun Prism, Nettie. Nettie's in first place. Nice. Second place. Yeah, well, yeah, if you have to play me 5 times, what just happened? Black just played d5. Wow. That's a wild move. What a move. d5. Whew. Sun Prism. Wildly playing the black side of the Leningrad Nimzo. d5 is really risky. Guys, if you berserk, go down to 5 minutes. Pandaro. Pandaro, you're not a panda, you're a sloth. I'm playing the sloth, actually. Pawnda versus sloth. We still haven't gotten a chair. Guys, we're trying to get to $700 on donations because it's originally $500, but somebody put in $200 for lessons, so we have 4 more days to reach our 700 goal. Who's this Pandara character? It's a kind of newish account, but I think it's just somebody. It's not like a Smurf. It looks like it's just legit. Alright, so this bishop d3 move order. Give him the chance to play, you know, e5. I feel like we should do it in these type of structures. It's not obligatory though. You are the great Pawnda. Pawnda Holio. Pandaro the Sloth. I thought maybe Mr. Slow created a new account or something. Just a coincidence, most likely. Give me your bishop. He doesn't have to. Wait, that's bishop c4 here. Bishop c4. My knight is almost trapped. Because I can play c6 there. Bishop c4, c6. If a3, pawn takes pawn, and I lose a piece. So this makes it easier. I'm glad to get rid of that bishop without getting my knight, like, off track. OTB. Bishop c4 would have been complicated, to say the least. I would have to play a5. This f4 is controversial. It's a very, very, very controversial type of situation. Contraband. Queen g3? You want to play queen g3? I really should castle, but then f5. Okay. I'm not afraid. I forgot to berserk. Again. This knight on ge2 is kind of smart. But from f3, it's hard to see how it gets involved, other than directly attacking e5. Well, it would have gotten in the way of the f-pawn. I don't really trust my position here. Alright, now, I mean, you're closing the king side. I have to play. It's like a Vienna now. Basically a Vienna by transposition. We have no choice but to go full speed ahead on the queen side. b5, pawn takes pawn. But still, not easy to see white's attack crashing through that fast. There goes the center. Now, I could play queen check and take with the queen on c6, but this is probably best, right? I mean, I'm ready to play d5 now. It's a Sicilian. See, that's what happens. It transposes to the Sicilian. That saves white time, but bishop moves are faced by queen faced by. Queen b6 check, met by. Faced by. Facebook. I hate Facebook. It's annoying, isn't it? But not as annoying as Twitter. Alright. D takes c6. We got a break in the center. You get a break in the action. Who's from Germany around here? I think everyone's a Smurf. Paranoid. Social media in general is toxic. Toxic waste. Well, it's not just toxic, it's like kind of commercial, fake. There's a lot of adjectives. There are some good uses for it, though. Alright, queen b6 check. Virtual media can't be used as toilet paper. Damn, the bishop g5, huh? Virtual media. Can I have a pawn? No. Check, takes, rook b1, queen a3. It's kind of greedy, isn't it? It is possible to take on e4 and force an ending. To sacrifice my structure would be a pretty bad idea, though. I just lose a pawn, basically. No. I like playing for cheapos. No, I got a lot of people saying happy birthday. Did you quit Facebook, Mr. Coffee? Quit Facebook again? I just don't really like it. Alright, he allowed bishop a6. Loud. The cheapo cometh. It does have its points. Wait for it. Sometimes your cat. Mr. Coffee. Hello. Welcome everybody to Pawnda's Christmas Holiday Arena. Alright, playing Pawnda, but I forgot to Berserk. 10 minutes is a good time control for Berserk. That's why I chose it. Then I forget to Berserk. Hey Astrobate, happy Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Welcome everybody. Alright, I didn't like my position, really. But I managed to sneak in exchange with bishop a6. No, still it's kind of tricky. White controls the e4 square in the King's Indian. Very important. He who controls the e4 square controls the game. However, this is not a King's Indian, number one. Number two, I am playing f6. Number three, queen d4 is check. If I trade queens, you're done. Trade queens, you're done. You're done. Unfortunately for you. If I trade queens, you're done. If you're done when I say you're done. Save time. Am I going to lose that pawn? No, it's an exchange. Rook d1, knight f5, rook takes c4, knight takes c2. Or, whatever. Yeah, that's a nice square you've got there. That's not very nice. Save time and resign. Save time for the next game. You're not getting on e6. You just forget about that. You're not going there. Not today. There are other ways I can handle the situation. I probably could have just like played rook d8, allowed knight e6, but then it's kind of awkward. This knight not as problematic. Rook e8 looks okay. Eyeing the knight. Rook d8, knight b7, rook d5. Yeah, that's the way. I like it. 2 rooks is better than 2 knights. Wow, Cormoran, welcome back. Long time no see. I have another freaking fruit fly. Where are these fruit flies coming from? Every time I kill one, there's like another one to take its place. It's crazy. Which rook do I want to move? You're 1 move away from dead. So I have rook e5. Rook e5, rook a5, rook e4. Oof. That's really problematic. You're up. Don't forget about the time being non-increment. You gotta allot for that. It's like old school, man. I mean, it's an old school time control. It's like 5-0. Just pretend it's 5-0 instead of 10-0. It's the oldest time control for blitz chess. And I don't play much non-increment, but you lost material. Centralized rooks. So that if I take that, you take with the rook. So I have to take this. Take that! Pandora's down too much. Pandaro, sorry. Alright. That was a weird opening. I don't know about this playing the early e5 like Philidor. I don't really necessarily want to play the Philidor when I play d6 and the a6. I played knight f6 a little early in that one. I'm preferring this d6 a6 setup. The Count of Monte Cristo. We've got 21 players now. It's starting to grow. Nice. Asparov is here. Jeroen! Merry Christmas. Uh-oh, Nettie lost one. Sun Prism won that game. Look at those pieces. I love this. But man, that's a good... Stapford has a very good French here. It's a good IQP against the Count of Monte Cristo. It looks like it was a French. Oh, it's the Caro-Kann. So you played the dragon against me, and against him you played the Caro-Kann. Oh, it's that annoying variation. How was everybody's holiday? Hello? Oh, my computer like froze on me. Went to quiet mode. Hello? Don't do this to me. Come discover hundreds of games. I love that Microsoft freaking advertises on my Windows. Don't you? You got coffee for Christmas? I'm sorry I didn't have the simul this weekend. I played 9 hours of poker to win nothing. Saturday night. Okay, the warrior. Let's play d4. I've been playing too much e4 lately. Oh, berserk. Too much e4 lately. But it was good to have a week off though, honestly. Like come on now. e5. What a waste. Speaking of players who are overconfident, like playing the England Gambit against an equal player is bad enough. Playing against a stronger player is just a waste of time. In this like normal time control, I just like resigned against people who play that against me in unrated games, dude. Seriously, it's so bad. I'll just resign. And why waste my time? England Gambit is just complete garbage. This is probably the worst version of it. If you're gonna play it, like play something else, but don't play Queen E7. It's like literally Black's worst line. The warrior, you need to stop watching YouTube videos by random people. Phew, 95. Better not to play that though, actually. Keep it in reserve. Reserve! Case Western Reserve. What else is reserve? The London. It's a very tactical opening. He probably still got this from a London. It's an all-in-one London Stafford Gambit, England Gambit course by Eric Rosen. Bad openings. It was nice knowing you. Yeah, that's absolutely okay. Check. What could possibly go wrong here for black? Now, which way should he interpose? King d8. I say king d8. He's doing it this way. Alright, so e5. Bishop takes d7, check. Rook e1. I like developing. How do you guys feel about development? Oh no. Oh no. Sladgie, no, don't do it! Oh, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why do you insist on playing this trash? Why? You get a chance to play a strong player and you play like the worst opening in chess against them. I mean, I'm a relatively strong player. I'm not saying I'm great, but relatively strong player. You get a chance to play with a good player and you play like literally the worst opening in the world. You're just like lost from move 1. It might be a good way to improve your defensive skills, I guess. Hello, bye-bye. Where's the mate? Queen takes. Oh, God, this is sick. God, Astrobate. He's going to mate in 1. He doesn't want mate in 3. He wants to get mated in 1. That's crazy. Make the next one 3 plus 2. But, I mean, what's the difference between... Yeah, 3 plus 2, 5. Back tournament. Well, the point is that it's an arena, so 3 plus 2 makes it sort of awkward to do berserking, because then there's no point in berserking. So maybe I'll take it under advisement. But to be honest with you, Shocky, then I'd rather do like 5 plus 2 or 5 plus 3, you know, than the 3-0 is just like silly. At least for the 5 or 10 minutes, you can play a game. 3-0 is really hard to play a decent game. Most games turn out to be just garbage. This is tons of time. I mean, I'm a relatively strong player. Was that too arrogant or not arrogant enough? I just said I'm a strong player. I don't like to come off acting like I'm all a strong player. Nothing weird about that. I just try to be like realistic, you know. I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm a great player. I didn't mean it like that. You know, I just meant like, compared to someone who's 1600 lichess, the warrior or whatever, I mean, I'm a pretty strong player. Why is he playing this garbage? I'm trying to teach people to not play stupid openings that waste their life away. You know, don't play the England Gambit, like, ever, under any circumstances. You know, even in Bullet, it's stupid. But whatever, do what you want to do. Why am I playing d4 suddenly? I forgot to berserk again. Oh man, I got the worst neck. I need to like hold my neck in place so it doesn't hurt. What are you implying, Nefedov? Nefedov just logs on and makes difficult to really, you know, figure out what he's trying to say kind of statements, just to make you scratch your head and stuff, I guess. Just to know how to take that. Is it? What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. He's just trying to troll me, I guess. Yeah, I was on an alien spaceship with what's his face, the former president of FIDE. Oof, Pawnda just fell over. He just fell over when I said the former president of FIDE. Kirsan. Pawnda doesn't like Kirsan. He just like passed out. Would you like the current FIDE president better? Dvorkovich? Which is worse, you know? Dvorkovich. Poor FIDE. Rip. I don't know about this Nimzo, man. Sun Prism, you've gone a little bit over the top here with the bishop e4 back to e7. Extreme chess moves. The plan is e5 for black. What would Alexander Alyakhin do? Song Prism. E5. I want to know why I can't play e5 here. Can you explain that to me? You teach me why I can't play e5. I've played this type of line in the Bogo where you get these types of positions, but now it's like in the Nimzo you're like a tempo down. Wow, that looks really bad. That looks horrible for black. And that's to put it nicely. Prism, what are you doing? He's in Prism. His whole position is one Arctic Prism. Now, God. We're gonna find like Alexei Navalny somewhere in the black position on the back two ranks. Up there. He's in there somewhere. But that doesn't look good. This doesn't seem rational for black to play like this. This is irrational. You are irrational. I want to like sack a piece with knight to d5, speaking of irrational. But I think it's a little bit fancy. A little too fancy. How's black doing on space? No problem whatsoever here, spatially, for black. I don't know, Song Prism, relatively new player to the stream, but very keen on moving quickly. The Draconic Elder. Oh no, another weird German account. It's like, we got one already, but he's only got 4 games. We got Pandaro, who has hundreds of games. Asparagus. And it was nice of Cormoran to come back. I don't know if he's playing, but he's a good player. If you guys, by the way, get paired with Cormoran, quite a strong blitz player and quite fast. So just those who forgot, might want to be warned. You're gonna face a pretty strong player there. Draconic Elder, you're too unrated to play. Will is top 0.1% of chess players as per FIDE rating, with only 3,240 people in the world ranked higher. That alone indicates you're a strong player, no matter what you say. Relatively. Thank you, Nashidov, for pointing those statistics out. Oh man. How's your Christmas? How can I play against you? Oh. Your Hungarian opening. You have to have 100 rated games. I don't play new people. They tend to leave the game or cheat, so we're not playing. We're playing a tournament now. And you can't join our tournament because you have to have 100 rated games. So go play and come back in 100 games. Go play. We'll talk to you in 100 games. Interesting statistics. I think I probably got around 2,000 at some point, but then I dropped. Maybe I was overrated at my peak, but whatever. Overrated, underrated. It all averages out. I don't like Sung Prism's position. Knight b8. Yeah, that looks good, right? I was expecting Queen c8, actually. Yes, that was my reference. This is like the worst position I've ever seen for black. Okay. How do I finish you off? So let's say, Queen c8 is next. Black also has the option to play, so c5, c6. c6 is plausible. So how do we finish you off here? c5, c6, bishop c4, and then knight c7. Horrifying. There is c5, c6, rook d6. I kind of like that. But I mean, c5 might give black a chance to kind of break out. There's also h5. Bishop g5 gives some, room to maneuver. Bishop g5 allows them to trade pieces and get a queen for the e7 square. Can I have a queen for the e7 square, please? Am I being too fancy here? Maybe. Perhaps. But that was the plan anyway. If you're going to use your psychic powers, then, at least trust them. Since I knew he was going to play c6, I prepared rook d6. Now, should I second guess myself or just play it? No, just play it. Okay, now, that's crazy. You're going to just give me 2 pieces for the rook immediately. Wow, okay. Definitely an unexpected occurrence there. That's really impatient, I would say. Very impatient decision by Sung Prism. Yes, he's in an extremely unpleasant position, but I think you shouldn't necessarily do this. Easier said than done. Bishop e7, e5, check. Bishop e7. I mean the other e7. Your other e7. Sung Prism, experimental variation of the Nimzo you've got there. Can I castle queenside? Do you mind? Would you mind? Ah, God. Happened to my shoulder, my neck, whatever it is. Mad Quick Chess. Am I a statistician? But who? Who's the statistician around here? Nefedov? Mr. Coffee? I don't think that... I had 2 classes. I passed 2 college courses in statistics. But that doesn't make me a statistician. It was the only math-related class. Mr. Coffee is a statistician. He counts coffees. Check. Why should I do that? Why check if I don't have to? Are you actually a statistician? No, I'm a trash man. Do you have a problem with that? I forgot, like, the F8 rook is loading. Rook loading. Please wait. He has nowhere to put it anyway, like... Why should I take your rook? You know? I need a reason to take your rook. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a good square. I like this. If you want to give me the whole rook, I'll take the whole rook. Now bishop c4 at some point. How's your queenside doing? Good. Good, good. Astrate's awful quiet today. Must have been tired out. Tired out. Sun Prism is in second place. Cormoran is on the way. Big chess player. Asparov, Stapvargan, Ruslan Bear, Dinekis. Thanks for joining, guys. Merry Christmas from the Pawnda. Hey. Misclick. Kramnik is an interesting statistician. Especially, you know, counting blitz games he lost. Asparov, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend in general playing the Nimzo and then trying to turn it into like a bad BOGO. I have played like that in the past, but you know. Oh, Zen Chess is here. Normally you need some kind of justification for playing bishop e4 and going back. And you know, in that line, at least in the BOGO Indian, you have the justification that like White's knight is on d2 on a rather awkward square. But if you play bishop e4 in the Nimzo, normally the only way you can go back is if White does something, again, like awkward. Usually knight ge2 is one of the lines where we can play bishop back somewhere against knight e2. Now the white knights are redundant. You know, if the knights are on d2 or f3, d2 and f3, or e2 and c3 in the BOGO or Nimzo, you've got redundant knights and you want to keep them there, like chained to each other, so you pull the bishop back. But you're just playing like bishop e7 in this position where, you know, my knights are on optimal squares. It's pretty dubious. But nevertheless, I thought like after e5, rather than knight e8, you have to play knight fd7. But even that might not be good enough. It's an interesting game with Zen Chess and Sun Prism. It looks like some kind of c3 Sicilian or anti-Sicilian. Wow, e5. e5 goes against fundamental principles. But it may not be that bad. Sun Prism may be a self-taught chess player, but he has talents. The Zen has been playing on my stream for a long time. And not so much in the last couple weeks, but I think he's improving and he's getting close to master. Slowly but surely. Welcome everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll be back on Thursday with analysis stream. Friday, normal schedule. I'm thinking of doing a New Year's Eve stream. I mean, if I'm not going out anywhere, you know, I could stream until we could do a simul. It would be over at 10. So it's possible New Year's Eve simul. I thought it was out of the question, but hey, if I'm gonna have a simul and it finishes at like 10, I mean, it's possible. We'll see. All right. Intuitive feel. Bend the statistics to their will. Well, I always found statistics more interesting than formulaic sort of like analytical math. I think statistics is more practical, so it's more interesting from that perspective. For me personally, I did better in statistics in other math classes because I just liked it better. For me, like not hating something really, kind of makes a difference. Probability. Well, probability wasn't that bad. I mean, there's a lot of... I hated just like freaking calculus. Knight f3, that's a good move. What did I decide here? Oh. Now you play knight. Now you play d5. Oh man. This is even worse now for me. So I made a mistake. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to play bishop g4 and then only play knight c6 on the next move. So I've screwed this up pretty bad. What's up with f5? I don't know, but I'm not, I mean, h3 in particular, kind of a weird move there. H4 is like anti-knight g6 move. By definition, h3 is not. This looks like a game I had in move 11, actually. How's Cormoran's rapid rating? Oh, knight d2, interesting. So why d2 and not c3 in that position? To go to f1 and e3, but I mean you could also go to get to e3, I guess. Okay, he wants to get to e3 with the knight. I could play knight h6, but then knight f1. I can play knight f4 now, forcing him back, actually. Knight f4. Back! Knight f4 and f5. I need a reason. Well, that refutes his knight maneuver. I'm not sure this is good. Very calm move there, queen c2. It's quite a move. g6 is interesting. Wow, queen c2. Takes. Knight h6. How bad is knight h6? g3. I guess I'm going to regret this, but it's interesting. Then I can go to f7. At g3, I have Yeah, he's just like instantly playing moves. How can you decide so quickly on your moves? How do you decide so quickly? I guess G3 is an easy one. Yeah. Tempted to play F4, honestly. Or just keep the tension. Why can't I keep the tension? Knight F1, F4. Actually, you can. You can, but okay. If knight F1, pawn takes E4. Don't try to read that much into your opponent's play like I am. I think a lot of times I do that. I just try to read too much. And it's just like a guy who's just making pretty good moves fast. There's nothing deep about his moves. He's just making decent moves fast. I mean, not necessarily the best moves, not bad moves. But I try to read into it like there's some deep idea behind it, and there's nothing really special. Especially with the fast player like Cormorant, who plays mostly blitz and bullet. Well, I guess fast blitz mostly. I don't think he plays a lot of rapid. See, this is what I was talking about with redundant knights before. Well, he can take on F5. It's not always bad to release the tension. Obviously. Somebody eventually has to release the tension. In every game, inevitably, someone will release the tension. This is a solid move, you know, B3. He doesn't. If you don't want to release the tension, that's about all you can do. But I was just analyzing this game, a game today, by Efim Geller, where it was about the E4 square in the King's Indian, ironically. So what's about the Queen's side? What's about Bishop G5? That's insane. You know, honestly, that's an insane move. King E2. Pretty insane move. I mean, it's creative. He's got the idea of controlling E4, but the question becomes, like, is it worth it, you know, to, like, essentially, like, leave your king in the middle of the board? Like, what price will you pay in a given situation to keep maintaining the tension or whatever, ultimately? Is it worth it to put your king on E2? Well, he just dropped his queen. Okay. I think White has a decent position. White is better here. Maybe I'm wrong. No. Okay, I'm wrong. The computer didn't like his king in the center. And I don't dismiss it as a mistake. I was honestly surprised when he played this move really quickly. You're better until king e2. But I think, like, you know, it's a major concession. I mean, the king looks semi safe, but in the long term, it's not safe. So I think once you play king e2, then all of a sudden the evaluation shifts to black, because you have the e4 square, but you made a major concession in the process. I thought you were still better. The engine disagreed. You're surprised that bishop g5 is a mistake, according to the engine. I'm not. It loves bishops. Move 11. We have this kind of view of the bad bishops as like inferior to knights, so it's always like okay to trade off a bad bishop for a knight. But computer looks at them in a different way, you know, and I think more long term. I had a creepy feeling when I played bishop g5, so I'm not surprised. Oh, he's playing my song. Alright, playing my song. No. Oh, a proper St. George. That's a different story. Yeah, well, there's a reason why I prefer the normal Kraken to this. I used to play this, but I know how hard it is for black. No, it's playable, but it's much better for white. Now d6 is now we're getting close to Kraken transposition. I think I had almost this exact position before. I've tried almost probably this exact position, but now your structure starts to shake. Yeah, this is always an idea, but you're defending a6, so what are you gonna do? All right, the Lapshin attack. All the great like b4 players of the world, b4, b3 players, and me. I always play queen c8 in the wrong position. My last over the board game, I got in big trouble because of playing queen c8 unnecessarily. Oh. If I say it again, I'll just... What am I supposed to play? Bishop g5? h6? No. Just don't. My bishop's already developed. Oh yeah. Oh no. Now you've gone and done it. Now you've done it. You've wrecked your hippo. You just pulled your hippo out of joint with h5. h5 is a bad move. You gotta have the hippo, you know, smoothly on the 6th rank. Now you have g5. I got my knight on a5. This bishop's gone. You have weaknesses here. g5 in particular. A great camel. You just sacrificed a piece for nothing. Congratulations. You're just giving up? Okay. That's one way to lose. Commit suicide. You are frozen. Where's the mate? Oh no. Cartman. Cartman. Alright, you didn't like your position, I take it. Staff Organs and chess. Oh, the Cairo Khan. Interesting. Advanced Cairo Khan there. I think you played h5 when you shouldn't. But a5 is already a problem. You should play d5 in the opening. No, that's the b6 actually. Look, it's a hard opening to play. You know, I don't recommend playing the St. George with b5 on move 2. It's too easy for white to attack the extended fianchetto. Every time someone would play a4 against me, I was like struggling. The one game I lost with it against Josh Friedel, I struggled and finally equalized, and I lost in a drawn ending. But it's hard to play the black side of it. I mean, I just don't recommend it, especially not to anybody under master level. Alright, if you're like 2000, you can play it against lower rated players, I guess. But I don't think that people below 2000 should attempt to play things like the St. George. If you play a6 on one move, it's not that on move 1, it's not that bad. You know, you don't have to play b5. b5 is significantly weakening. a6 is not. You know, that's why I'm playing a6 and d6. You can play a6, d6, and g6. I saw this guy who's playing a6 and g6. One square pawn moves are not that weakening, but b5 is, you know, very weakening. h5 is very weakening. A chess autopsy. Interesting idea. I like that. Astrobate, make a move. Wow, f4. I want to see Astrobate play the King's Gambit. From. Where are you from? Where are you from, Astrobate? Astrobate's like a natural birds player. Natural born. He's a natural, like Jeroen is a big fan of the bird. He's a natural born bird. If Woody Harrelson played chess, he would play the birds, right? He's a bird addict. Jeroen is a bird addict, a self-proclaimed bird addict. Wait, what am I supposed to do again? Oh yeah. Bird word. Uh-oh. I think I've played this with white. I feel like I was supposed to play g5 already. I probably already screwed this up. Best move to start with is f6. So now what do I do? I was thinking e4, pawn takes c6, queen takes d1 check. But objectively, black should play knight e7 here. If you want to try to win. Ace or bot. Now what's the best move? Checky poo! That's what they said to Emery Tate. No, at the bottom of the escalator. Emery! Are you okay? Checky poo! I was thinking I should interview Naj Laszlo about the Emery Tate stories. Because, like, if he dies, there's no one left to recount this stuff. I only knew it secondhand. I can't go around repeating secondhand stories. Masturbate. Wow. Queen C8. I'll take with the king. Emery. I was thinking about it, you know, the stuff that happened here with Tate back in the late 90s, whenever it was, or early 2000. Yeah, actually, it must have been... I don't know when it was anymore. I have to ask Laszlo. Knight h4, nice move. Wow. That's a great move you got there, honestly. Masturbate is a genius. You're a sick genius. But anyway, just the point I wanted to make was, if you got some great stories and half the people who were there are like dead, I think it's time to get out the tape recorder and start interviewing, you know, who's ever left and recording their story, right? For nostalgia. Or financial gain. No, I never bought the book, but I'm just talking about, you know, my stories and things that I mean, this is stuff that can't be forgotten, and it would be like a shame if I didn't make it so. Make it so, number one. Masturbate. If you could only like contain and control yourself better, you're a freaking genius, but you have no self-control. Yeah, I don't know about the Emery Tate book or who is even qualified to write such a book, but certainly an interesting character in the era of Andrew Tate. Getting a lot of buyers, but oh man, good game. GG. Alright, what happened in the opening here? Yeah, I mean, I have to get other people's perspectives on stories, though, because I don't remember. I've never really been a storyteller, and I'm not good at remembering, you know, details exactly. Audio, especially, you know, things. I have very good visual memory, but audio memory is like shitty. So, oof, he was better. What did I go wrong here? Knight c6 is just dubious. Apparently. Damn, just one game of this ever happened. That's crazy. But I should just... I don't know, what did I do wrong? Takes? Wow, check this out. Bishop c5. That's a cool position. Probably there's a million games in lichess. Opening Explorer. Failed to find that. e5 is where I went wrong. Yeah. Yeah, probably. But it's not as bad as the freaking stupid England Gambit or whatever. It's Asterbait. He's playing f4. I thought Asterbait might transpose to a King's Gambit or even a Vienna or something. I didn't think he would go into like a From. I thought we could get some kind of e4, e5 position. He says he played f4 by mistake. What? How do you play f4 by accident? I mean, that's kind of weird. You played f4 by accident? You meant to play e4 and you just confused it with f4? I've done some weird stuff. I guess I could... I mean, when I told a friend of mine this weekend that I made an en passant capture wrong over the board, they didn't believe me. I know it sounds crazy, you know. Another weird thing happened yesterday. I realized that you can play the Sveshnikov by using like a Lowenthal move order, and all my life I never really thought about it. Someone played the Lowenthal, you know, like Lowenthal move order for e5. I played knight b5, and they played knight f6. I was like, what are you doing? No one plays the Sveshnikov like that. It's like, isn't that weird? You can play the Sveshnikov by doing knight f6 first. I mean, sorry, you can play like e5 a move 4. Weird stuff you didn't think about, you know. Like, there's no real reason to do it, but you can do it. I'm like, where's the refutation of this? You can't do that. You can't play the Sveshnikov by playing move 4, e5. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, there's no freaking thing I can do, you know. It's like, e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d, knight takes d4, knight c6, knight c3, e5, knight b5, knight f6, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, what am I supposed to play, you know? They can't do this. It was like the first game in my life in thousands of games where anyone ever played the Sveshnikov by playing move 4 e5 in the Sicilian. I had this with Ochotnik, one of your countrymen. I went into the end game. But this is the best line, it looks like. A nice cat. Cat in a hat. But isn't that crazy? Like, you play something you've played probably thousands of times, and it's like the first time in my life anyone ever used that move order. I must have played 1,000 games on the white side of the Sveshnikov, in Blitz at least. It's like I'm sitting there, what the... You just figured this out? So I'm over the board tournament, I make an illegal move. I take the wrong pawn in en passant capture, with an en passant capture. My friend's like, how could you do that? I'm like, it's not my brain, it was my hand that did it, you know? You know how they say, like, finger failure or whatever, right? Finger failure. It's not like you consciously wanted to do that. It's like your hand did it, you know? This is terrible for black. Seen this before. Should be bad. Nice try, though. Cat attack. Mr. Coffee. Coffee cat. The cats of Ulthar. You can have dogs baptized, but not cats, apparently. Well, they have dog baptism. I don't know what that is, but I asked Alexa about it. Alexa, can Pat be baptized? Alexa, can pets be baptized? Just ask Alexa if dogs can be baptized, and ask them if cats can be baptized. All right, cats are evil. That's why. No, pets can be blessed, though, by the clergy. So I checked it out, seriously. According to Alexa, it's like Wikipedia, right? Just ask Alexa. Pets can't be baptized, generally, but they can be blessed. So you can have your cat blessed by, like, a priest. Mr. Coffee, I dare you to take your priest take your cat to a Catholic church and ask them to baptize it or to bless it. That'd be funny. Can you imagine, like, the average priest? I mean, I'm not Catholic, but whatever. You could ask, like, your normal reverend or whatever from the Presbyterian Church to bless an animal or something. Can you bless my opening, Pawnda? This is the worst variation ever in the Grunfeld. This is looking kind of close to the last. Damn, I had 95 there. Oof. Dude, 95 is seriously, speaking of evil. Damn, I missed that. That was strong. 95 was devastating. It's not nearly as devastating now. 95. Not nearly as devastating. He has Queen E8 now. 95 Queen E8. Black's position looks kind of shaky. I'm going to go out on a limb here, literally. Why is everyone playing to flag or randomly disconnecting? Everyone. Shaki's like one of the only people from the stream who's more, like, paranoid than me. I will say, Shaki, it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to be more paranoid than me. And you've kind of done it. It's one of the reasons why I had to quit online poker. Probably the number one reason. Oh. Online poker just causes paranoia. You're titled Tilted and paranoid. I'm titled and paranoid. What's the difference? You have knight c6 here. But are you threatening anything? I say knight c4. How do I get across? Zoop. Oh no! I have e5, like knight takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, e5. Oh, that's a beautiful move. Such a beautiful move. It's such a beautiful move. This position is so artificial for black. Just like literally, like, developed everything. Everything is developed. Max. I have a good Sladgie square. Let's see. It's a 7x5 rectangle. The opponent has a 3x7. It's 21. So you control 21 Sladgie squares. Well, 21 squares. Your Sladgie square is 21. It has an area of 21. My Sladgie square has an area of 35. So you make the call. Circumference. Diameter. What's the diameter of your Sladgie square? The diameter of my Sladgie square. Ooh, he's trying to desperately prevent me from playing the e5. He prevented it. He prevented e5, literally. Wow. Diameter of a cat. What's the average diameter of a cat? I should just take on e5, but which way? Pawn takes. He's desperate. Queen g4. Queen e8. I don't like this though. You broke up my pawn structure. I have my queen h3 maneuver. He prevented the queen h3 maneuver. What about control the center? This is my Sladgie square. Can I control the center? Black's putting up a fight for e5 though. It's true. He's pretty solid with the e5 here. This is probably a blunder. How bad can it be? Bishop f6. Bad move. I just controlled the center. What did I think now? Damn it. Stupid fruit fly. I have a pain in my neck. I have freaking fruit flies coming out my butt. They keep just appearing. It's like the window's not open. The door's closed. Where do they keep coming from? They're like crawling through a crack in the wall or something? I mean, maybe it's like a curse or something. Check. Oh my gosh. Man. I can't protect my e5. Undermining my e5. Mate. I like knight d5, knight on c takes e5. Knight d5. Knight c takes e5. There. Do that one. Good for black? I mean, dude, are you serious? Animals have no need to be baptized. What's the perimeter of a cat? Wait a second here. You are dead. Wait a minute now. How does that work exactly? Doesn't. Alright, well. Welp. I guess we'll just keep it simple. Pawn takes. Knight h7 doesn't work. Only knight d7 works. Oh, I have e5. I forgot. Hey, is that a good move? Is e5 good here? We were talking about the e5 square. So I have control of every central square. Like, dominant. You should play king f6. I mean, what happened to black here? How did he get, like, destroyed? I mean, e6. It's already bad. He's in serious trouble after e6. And then the point is, like, if you take on c3, I take with the queen. This happened in one of my teammates' games a couple years ago. I remember distinctly thinking, oh my god, what is black doing? They did knight takes c3, though. It's probably the lesser of the evils here, honestly. Like, maybe it wasn't the exact same position, but it was practically the same. I think they did knight takes after e4. It might be better than what happened. Uh-oh, Cormoran coming up, 21. Chakmat, Stavargan, Dinekis, Sun Prism, Zen Chess. Zen is still with us playing Pandaro. Uh-oh, Shaki. Wow, that's a cool king you got on g6 there. King g6 causes paranoia in opponents. And Stavargan with a very nice looking stone wall there. Damn. If this was like, look at this position, the ultimate stone wall. That's a nice stone wall you've got there, Stavargan. He must have played one f4. Let's see. No, it was d4. Oh wow, knight e4, the vulture. He didn't even play like dynamically, really. He even played kind of a slow type of setup. Alright, 47 minutes left in Christmas Holiday Arena, guys. Please, do we have a follow? Do we have any gift subs? Any Christmas presents? Christmas presents, welcome. Gift subs, welcome. But I think, Stavargan, to answer your question, I like bishop f5 better. You know, I don't trust the c5. Carol Khan, I never trusted it. I think bishop f5 is better, you know. You know what I mean? What about statistics? You know, look at the statistics. I'll bet bishop f5 has better statistics than c5, but I could be wrong. Less games. Hello, Pirate77. You guys spend all your money at Christmas? I'm broke. Dinakis is going down. GG Stavargan. El Shakmat. He's an e4 player. Oh man, this neck thing is killing me, dude. Don't remember him playing knight f3 before. Since when did you play knight f3 and d4? Huh? Interesting. So since when did you play that? Are we up to date on the chat there? All right. Oh, the London. My God. Please promise you'll never play the London. Promise me. Is London any good? Sorry. Sorry for snorkeling. No. This is a bad opening. I like it. He's 1400 in bullet. You gotta delete that bullet rating. It's just dragging down your reputation points. People look at your account, they're like, dude, you're 1493 in bullet. Bishop c4, this is so just absolutely prototypical for this London thing. It's just sick. The prototypical London. I'm thinking you've got a threat of bishop takes f7. Bishop f7, king f7, knight g5 check, king e8, queen b3. I can not defend f7 properly there. I could play knight f6. Let's see, pawn takes pawn. Yeah, that's an issue. It looks like. Castles is okay. I've had this position like against 30 Indian 1100s online. It's always like little kids who say in their profile that their FIDE rating is 1100 and they're from India. It's the same guy over and over again, I think. You're going to force me. I thought I had the trick d5 here. But it doesn't clearly work. You can sack for that. I think the same person has like thousands of accounts. Alright. No, I mean, who is responsible for making this opening popular for white? I just don't understand it. Is that Eric Rosen? Jesus Christ. It's really not, though. You know what I mean? It's not just Rosen. It was popular before Rosen took it on. I mean, to be fair, it was Magnus, you know. Magnus has a lot to do with it. I mean, Rosen can make videos and stuff, kind of exploiting it. But it was really Magnus who started it. And other people, like, jumped on the bandwagon. I mean, I'm talking like 5 or 6 years ago, you know. When Magnus plays something, it gains credibility. This is a terrible retreat for white. He just retreated voluntarily. The Indian 1100s never did that. They never ever would like gonna admit they made some sort of mistake and retreat back. Now I have e5. But it may be too early for that. I think I should develop something. There's also like an element of like, well, maybe I shouldn't castle queenside. Ding played it before he disappeared. Did Ding disappear? Alright, so white came to their senses, so to speak, and decided to castle kingside and bring their knight back. Very rare anyone is that pragmatic against me. It's like, admit you made a mistake. Admit you made a mistake by playing the London system. Now what, like Queen E2? Queen E2, Rook E8. Queen E2, Rook A E8. Bishop E5. Knight D7. Or I can just play E6. You're not gonna play. You're not gonna play that. You wouldn't do Knight G5 again. I'm gonna run out of time. Wow, this guy's super fast. He did it again. Dude, are you serious? Knight G5, Knight F3, and Knight G5 again. No, he did that. You don't even have a plan, you're just making moves back and forth. Kamskyism. Cormoran is catching up quickly. Nefedov, hold him. Get him in a bear hug. Give him brown beer. Buy him a brown beer. Jesus Christ. That's abnormal, dude. That's abnormal. To play Knight G5 for the third time in the same game. That's really perverse. I'm serious. It's like you're playing 1 minute chess or 2 minute chess or something. 1900 in blitz, 1400 bullet, and you're that solid. Multiple accounts, I guess. He doesn't use this for bullet. Wow, 93. Nice idea. Seriously playing Gata. This guy's like literally doing nothing. Like a master. The master of nothing. Master of puppets. An obvious 1400 bullet player. Optimal nothing. Not doubling up. I don't know if that was a good idea. I should have a plan. Where's my time going? It's like playing World Loser or something. Maybe it's World Loser. No. Radical change in position now. I have h4. Whoa. Look at the positional play by white. I need f5. Wow. That's some serious positional play by white. Right there. That's pretty out of control, actually. Just in time. I had e4. This guy's getting seriously fast. He took so much time away from me. Go Nefyedov. Nefyedov's still holding him. Nefyedov's down to he's down to 10 seconds. Nefyedov's winning. Oh my god. Go Nefyedov. Go berserk, right? Nefyedov has time delay. Time delay. Nefyedov has increment. He lost on time with increment. And 2 pawns up. Nice try, Nefyedov. But Nefyedov, now Cormoran is unstoppable after getting through you. I need another win. Oh, you had connection issues. It's hard for Nefyadov to connect to people. He has connection issues. Man, Shaki, what are you doing there? What am I playing D for? I'm not going to sacrifice my increment. I have 5 minutes increment and 5 minutes like base time. Alright, what is that? What is this? I can play C takes D there. It's probably a good move, actually. Now we transpose to normal. A normal Caro-Kann. Normal. H6. A3. You can play H6, I can play A3. And now A5. That's a very dubious looking move you've got there. That might have been a mouse slip. Did he mean to play A5 or A6? Looks like he meant to play A6. A5 is totally random. It's not a move you would normally make, because it weakens B5. Could be a mouse slip. I hope it's a mouse slip. Sometimes people just reactionarily play A5, but alright. Reactionarily. Then he takes D5. Aha. Summarily. He was summarily crushed. Okay, Queen E4 there. Let's do this. Sumerians. I mean, I honestly, like, man, speaking of history, I've been trying to read about the Balkans. It's like hopeless. It's a good, that's why, I don't know, man. I just give up. There's too much stuff, man. You can never learn history. I mean, people, it must be frustrating to, like, study history, honestly. Like, Jesus Christ. You'd never remember it all. It's so confusing to try to study history. It's hopeless. Alright, Queen E4. Mate, you do the Korchnoi escape hatch maneuver. What the heck is with A5? I was just kidding. Check, check. Don't try this at home. I didn't mean, like, seriously play it. Just kidding. What choices do you have there? You can lose a pawn or play this. So Queen H7, I mean, can that be bad? Can Queen H7 ever really be a bad move? The follow-up. Knight takes d5, you know, would be good, but he has queen takes d5 for one thing. So I was going to do this move. Can I do a sacrifice on h6 at some point? I just want to say, like, there's no way the black's position is okay here, you know. Fundamentally, there's just, unless you can trap my queen or something, this is not okay, you know, fundamentally okay for black. Now who else? Where's the Uber driver? He must be off for Christmas or something. Ah. So that's one solution, right? Just move the king out there, threaten rook h8. So take. Take. Knight f6, queen g7, rook g8, queen h6. Then there's some sort of queen d4, sorry, knight d4, queen d4. My head hurts. Pawn takes. King takes. No, king takes. It's king takes. I think you should take with the king. King or the pawn, I don't know. Is my queen trapped? Knight f6, queen g7, rook g8, queen h6. Knight d4. Knight d4, queen d4. And then bishop g5. King takes. King takes knight g5. Maybe pawn takes is actually safer in a way. It's not such a bad move. Really. No, really. Or maybe it's bad. Alright, it's bad. I'm sorry. No, it's actually not good. Alright, bishop g6. And he's on the run. I mean, I don't have to take that, from you. Bishop takes f7. Bishop e6 check. Bishop takes f7. Queen f7 is particularly good. Bishop takes f7. Rook e7. Bishop takes e6. King e6. Bishop takes f7 isn't good. So I'm just going to go here. And, do what you want to do. It's just an observation post. What I really need to do is... I love these knights, man. King walk here, try to get to safety. I have bishop h6 now. But you're going to slowly... trap my queen, so it's probably better not to do that. There's really no reason to play. Maybe I ought to play queen h6 actually. It's gonna have to come out of there. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to come out. I sound like the dentist. That's gonna have to come out. It's the dark squares and white squares. Do you want dark meat or white meat? B5. The other A5. So what are you doing over there? By the way? What's he doing over there? With the B5. Alright, what am I doing now? Escaping. Wow. Rook c1. Queen h8. Jeez. So I should keep that stuff protected. So let's say like bishop g4. This is awkward. Unfortunately, he's losing a lot of time. Whoa. That's a different story. Man, bishop g3. I can go back to g7. Man, I think there's 95 check. Some positions. And I just realized, like, hey, everything's pointing over here. Like, what about this? Like, jeez. At some point, 95 check becomes a thing. Also, queen g7. That wasn't my plan, though. Plan dough. Plain dough or plan dough? Queen. Queen g8. 95 check. No. Rook takes. There's like f5, f4. This freaking mosquito, whatever it is. Fly. Dead. f5. I can play king f1. That's probably dangerous no matter where I go. Bishop e5, knight e5, check. Takes with the bishop. Rook takes h3. So it's like f5, knight e5 check. Bishop knight e5, pawn e5, f4, queen f4. The connection here. I did not expect this move. So what's his idea? To like do queen h7 and then take with the queen or something? Eventually I should be able to sacrifice on c6 for one thing. We can sack on c6. Oh, there's rook c5. Okay. Yeah. Strong point. We're down to 15 minutes. Stopfargen's in third place. You certainly got a strong point there on d5. That's a nice strong point you've got there. It's a mighty nice strong point. Is my queen trapped yet? Yes? Kidding me. My queen's trapped again. Yeah, actually, what's going on here? Queen takes, rook takes. I get a rook, you get a rook. I get a queen, you get a queen. Rook e8, queen e8, bishop a8, rook c8 check, king d7, rook takes g8, knight takes g8. We end up with equal material, but I'm still 2 pawns up. Right. So rook takes, knight takes. There's also bishop d6 here. That doesn't look like a good idea. Maybe I should go back. I didn't really like getting trapped anyway. But his king, I mean, it's hard for him to attack me with his king on f8, you know. His king is never safe. Menu. That menu looks too much like a draw button. It's like equal. Press the equal button. That's some kind of weird hamburger. No? Anybody else see that menu button? Did they change that? It looks different. Alright, this is getting a little bit weird now. Yeah, I get it. You're threatening me. Do I have rook takes c6? Don't I? Rook takes c6? What is wrong with me, like, tactically? I'm like, back rank mated. Oh. Alright, it's different now. Rook c6, rook g4, rook c6, rook c6, rook c6. No reason to do that, though. Shouldn't I go here? Queen h5. Now it's time. Time. It is time. It is time, Luke. Phew, that was a weird game. Thanks, guys. 11 minutes left. What was up with that game? That was crazy. A5 was like a mouse slip. It was a strange game. That was a weird position. Alright. Cormoran is in solid second place. Astrobate. I want to play Astrobate last. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, we got a donation. You get a donation? Santa Coffee tip $25. Alright, guys. 4 days to go. We need approximately 700 for chair and glasses. Mr. Coffee, I'm sorry, Santa Coffee just donated $25 to the stream. Santa Claus. Thank you. Send your coffee. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Oh. Alright, Berserk. Only 10 minutes left. I'm thirsty. This is what made me think of Snap Bargain the other day. Somebody played the Stonewall against me. And I was like, man, what was the last time someone played the Stonewall against me? And I was, those games with Snap Bargain really helped me practice for these Stonewall guys. We're playing the Acerbate attack. Reversed. Why am I so thirsty, man? Seriously, I don't drink enough alcohol lately. It's having a major effect. This was exactly the game I had. And I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I mean, this white square control should be good against the Stonewall. But it's always the same, it doesn't matter. They just do the same thing, and we just end up... It just ends up being the same thing all the time. You know, he has his typical Stonewall thing. You can't refute it, you know. Although I don't know if c3 is necessary so early. I mean, okay, they want to recapture with the e-pawn. Therefore, c3. He doesn't need to play c3 that early. It's not like you want to take back symmetrically anyway. But whatever. Do your Stonewall. No, I was helping someone play a game, or analyzing one of my students' games. Their opponent played Bishop e2. You know, I was like, that's stupid. Bishop e2 is like old school. You know, you don't want to... 7 minutes left. Cormoran is playing Sun Prism. That's a crazy game you got there. 7:30 left. Whoever plays Cormoran last had best, you know, hug him. Don't let him free. Snap Bargain has probably sacrificed this pawn in the past on f4. Grand Prix attack style pawn sack. Like castles. I don't know why he insists on playing this early in knight d2 though. Okay, you gotta play something. So either you play knight d2, bishop d2, or b3. You either don't develop your bishop, you develop to d2 and e1, or you develop it to b2 a3 diagonal. There's 3 possibilities, right? Or you play e4 and you just develop to the natural starting diagonal. So there's 4 possibilities for that bishop. Or you just never develop it. My favorite. Knight f1. It's Steinitz plays the Stonewall. Steinitzian Stonewall. Stonewall fight. Christmas Stonewall fight. Get it? Bring it on. Yeah, there it is. E4. Okay, so we're gonna have to react quickly here. I don't like that f4 thing. Damn. E5? Is it too slow? You're gonna lock it up? I'm gonna blast it open. I'm gonna blast it open. Stonewall. Is he just gonna castle here? It's the Roy Lopez. Wow. You better not even think about like trying to close this position, dude. Ugh. You're not seriously gonna do that. Bishop d5, pawn d5, e4. I don't need to calculate, you know? It has to work. Screw calculation. This better work. The king's in the center. It's the Benoni. Bad Santa. Bad Pawnda. Alright. Cormer, what happened? Did you win? Oh, he's up to 34 already. At least he can't win another 5 points in that previous game. If anybody gets paired with Cormoran, you just hug him and hang on till the round is over. Just hug him and you hold on. Nefyadov, hopefully. Somebody who can like play a really long game. We don't want him to get paired with like Asterbait. So how do you not have to sack a piece back here? It's a good investment. There's no reason to risk like F5 or something. Unless I absolutely have to. Maybe knight F6 is even more safe. Resign. So you haven't played? Well, I think I saw you online recently, Cormoran. But maybe this time control isn't your thing. Alright, D6 on the board. What does that do? One minute, my gosh. That's a little different. Yeah. Real chess. It's a different thing. It's not chess as we know it. It's another form of chess. It's a variant. So second place goes to Cormoran, unless he wins first. Oh no, he's playing Pandaro. Pandaro's not that bad. All right, now give me the piece. You will give me. Hand over the nugget. All that to win a pawn. It's like unbelievable. The Stonewall loses a pawn by force. Can you guys believe that? We just proven the Stonewall attack, like it just loses a pawn by force. The Pandaro. I'm not only up a pawn. I have pressure. Look at that Queen A6 move, crushing. I'm backtracking. 130 left. I am Pandaro. Enjoy the second rank. See, this is proverbial Stonewall. I was talking about how we developed the dark square bishop in the Stonewall. Option 1, develop it to D2, E1, and into H4. Option 2, develop it on the queen side with B3 or bishop B2, bishop A3. Option 3, play E4 eventually or lose your E pawn and then develop it on its traditional diagonal, C1 to F4, like this. And option 4 is resign without ever moving your bishop. Alright, here's another pawn. 36 seconds left. Cormoran's still playing. We've got a solid lead. 2 pawns up. 2 pawns is better than 1. 3 pawns. Getting greedy now. But I'm on the pawn, I'm on the bishop. You can't do anything like back rank. There's no back rank tricks. Try for it. There you go. You got me. You got me. Classic Stonewall. I don't think that game counted. Did it? It did. It counted. Oh my god, he resigned. He resigned with 1 second left. It didn't matter. All right. So we got the win. Perfect score. Pawnda Christmas Holiday Arena. First place. Cormoran. Second place. Only losing to me. Zenchess sneaking into third place ahead of Snapvargan in the last round. That was sneaky, Zenchess. Sneaking up while Snapvargan had to play me in the last round. El Shakmat getting quick. Sung Prism, Dinekis, Pandaro Asparov, and Ruslan Bear with 10th place. So we had a grand total of 25 players. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, nice to see Cormoran. We haven't seen him in one of our tournaments in a long time. And thanks to all of you guys for showing up. Mr. Coffee for the donation for Christmas. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and stay subscribed to the stream. If you're not, make sure you resubscribe and send some gift subs for your friends. Going into the new year, guys, I'll keep you posted. We've got a Thursday stream with game analysis, so if you do want to analyze a game, take care, Cormoran. Sung Prism, don't forget to resub. We've got Thursday analysis, so if you guys want to submit games. And Friday, Blitz challenges. And we'll see about New Year's Eve. I might be willing to do a New Year's Eve stream if it ends, the simul ends, at a reasonable time, like 10 p.m. Alright, guys. I will thank you and be on my way to rest and get my week started. A little bit late here. This 26th of December, 2023. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Good to see you, Astrobate. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and has a great holiday season. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Varda, thanks for joining us. And we'll be back, not tomorrow, but Thursday night. So Thursday night is game analysis. So please submit games. We need your subscriber games for Thursday's stream. You can send them directly to me on lichess, Sparkle Horse on lichess. Thanks, everybody. Good tournament. Again, first place, Cormoran in second, Zenchess sneaking into third. Thanks, Zen. I'll see you guys later. Mr. Coffee, bye-bye.